two wheels this week. A bank holiday weekend in Devon at the Southwest Motorcycle Show. And helmet testing like you've never seen it before.
Well, here we are, just arrived at Exeter, Southwest Motorcycle Show, sponsored by Daytona Exhibitions. Look at it, this is just the car park. Apparently there's going to be loads to see, so let's get on inside. Well, I'm here looking at the Ride Off-Road 1998. It's looking quite exciting. I'd actually like to have a go myself, but before we do that, I've got Matt Bates, very well known to us all. Matt, tell me all about Ride Off-Road 1998.
Well, the idea of Ride Off-Road 98 is to get people who are interested in motorcycling to come and try the sport of off-road.
So if I've not done it before, this is really where I would start?
Yeah, this is. We've got bikes for riders as young as 6 through to however old you can walk. So yes, this is the place to start.
Never too young, never too old.
No, that's right. But we've got all the instructors, nationally qualified instructors, the safest environment you can get. So it is the best place you can come.
I mean, it looks pretty hairy now. It's quite exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's as you can see in the background. You know, we've got all the vehicles, all the setups. We've got all the bikes you can want. Yeah, it's a good setup.
It's a mini, to my mind, it's a mini motocross paddock. It's really colourful. People look as though they're enjoying themselves, and we've got a heck of a lot of people signing up. We're in for a good day.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good setup. We've got a lot of people booked up already, and we will be fully booked today, and hopefully convert a few people into the sport of off-road.
Well, it's the Southwest Motorcycle Show. This bit I recognise, definitely motorcycle, but what's all this? It's got too many wheels. Terry Grant's the man. Ah, Terry. What's this all about then?
Oh yeah, this is my four-wheel motorbike.
Mate, you've got too many wheels here.
I have, yeah. It's for us scaredy cats that can't ride fast on two wheels. We have to ride fast with a motorbike engine.
I don't know whether you noticed, but we're actually riding on, not in. Is that a problem for you?
It isn't, no. I'll tell you what, it's too hot, too sunny for me to be riding in. I need to get a suntan. You get in, I'll get on, and we'll go and have a
That's
play.
a deal. Shall we go and do it?
Let's go.
Let's go. You just want me to get into first, pull away, and then take everything off.
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Right, how do I fire up? I didn't fire up before, so that button.
Like this one.
This is chauffeur driven like you've never been chauffeur driven. Dear, I want one of these. I have seriously got to save up for one of these. Oh my goodness, Terry, mate, really unbelievable. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I daren't take the glasses off. I think I look... It's fantastic. If you haven't got one, get one. If you want one, this one's going to be mine. Oh, blimey. Ah, it's all right. I'm just a bit on the big side. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Can I take it away now, sir?
Yeah, of course.
A deal?
Yeah.
Job done, thank you very much. It's fantastic.
I nicked it on the way down here, it's not mine.
It's a Yamaha like I've never owned one before, I tell you. If you're really brave, there's the mini motos. I actually can't wrap my legs over my ears. If I could, I'd be out there with them. Fantastic. Of course, if you want something completely different, they've got the Wall of Death. Of course, if you want something absolutely outrageous, there's always the globe of death. If you actually thought it was a trial getting down here to the ride off-road, think about what these guys are going through. I'd rather them than me. I might be able to do it, but I'm not going to try and find out. Right, well, we've got the stunt show going on in the background here. I've managed to just take a few moments out with new boy on the block, Jason Smythe. Jason, hi, good afternoon to you.
Hi, hi.
Look, there's stunt riders out there. You've come to join them. What's it all about? Why have you taken this route?
I used to race motocross a few years ago, and I quit because of financial reasons, and I was racing for 17 years and I was tired of it, and I laid off for a couple of years.
Is this the way to make a fast buck, do you think?
I don't know, I hope so. Come and talk to me in a couple of years' time and I'll tell you.
Right, what are you riding then? You've obviously, I mean, you're on motocross machinery here. What have we got? We've got...
Right, this is a CR 500. This is what we use for the ramp jumping because it has a lot of torque and a lot of power, and it enables me to get a lot of speed in a short space.
Someone told me you were going for a fairly big jump next year.
Yep, that's right. We're going to go for the world record. That's going to be August 1999, and it's going to be 251 feet is the record at the moment. So
how far is 251 feet in my talk? What would I compare it to?
Pretty far, I reckon. A long way.
Well, we certainly look forward to seeing you again, and obviously, you know, very, very best of luck for August 1999, and let's hope that you come away with that new world record.
Great.
Jason, thanks very much. You know, it's brilliant. They've got absolutely everything here. I've even found a bite from a monkey. It's terrific. Well, that was the Southwest Motorcycle Show. I couldn't possibly show you everything that's going on. I had to make 1 or 2 stops on the way. I'm off home now. It's been great.
I was stressed, nervous and ready to strangle the next truck driver who forced me off the road. So we put the bike on the train and went second class sleeper to Delhi, a journey that would take more than 2 days. While it was a needed rest for me, it seemed that the constant rocking of the train was having an adverse effect on Maria's stomach. However, we eventually covered a distance that would have taken us at least 2 weeks to drive on the bike. I recall my great-grandfather's diary from February the 8th, 1902.
I have passed a terrible day and night on the train. I lowered down the bed and covered myself over with anything I could find. I could not get to sleep as the carriage shook terribly. I was aloft and in danger of falling out. Besides, it was bitterly cold.
Well, as you can see, we're not on the motorbike anymore. We decided to get the train from Siliguri to Delhi, which is about 1,600 kilometres.
As soon as we arrived in Delhi, we set off again on a 2-hour drive to Agra, the home of one of the wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal. However, my main worry was that I was having problems getting an Iranian visa. It dawned on me that this would be another wonder of the world if I got it.
It's quite beautiful.
Of all the cities in India, Agra is the most seriously entangled in the odious activity of locals asking for commission. We were not to escape when Alal Khan took us on a tour of Agra.
My name is Alal Khan.
Salai Khan, my name's Robert.
I had to wait a month for my Iranian visa, so we decided to head off for the highest mountain range in the world, the Himalayas. Our first stop, the picturesque village of Vashisht, that clings to the steep hillside about 3 kilometres above Manali. We wanted to go to Leh on the Tibetan plateau, but were told that the road was closed. I of course ignored this information and headed off on a journey that would take us over the second highest road in the world, through rivers, glaciers, and high altitude deserts. But calling it a road may be stretching the definition. At one point, a river had washed the road away completely. Nuria refused to drive over this one. We weren't the only optimists on the road though, but disaster wasn't far away.
We drove through the Himalayas yesterday, absolutely no problem, until we got here, a little place with no name, with 4 tents. About 15 minutes down the road, there's a river that runs straight through the road. We couldn't pass it. I tried, people told me not to try it, but I said, oh, no problems, 500cc motorbike, I'll get through. Got in the middle, no go, the engine was completely flooded.
Nuria's stomach was again giving her some jip. She now suffered from altitude sickness. I had no idea what to do next.
In the news this week, following the success of their ER5, Kawasaki are to launch a new model, the ZR7. It will compete with the Bandit, Phaser and Hornet in the popular middleweight class and should cost around £5,000. And coming up after the break, Wayne has the ultimate in helmet impact testing, and Brendan Riley tells us how to get our knee down.
Ever since I saw Kenny Roberts and Freddie Spencer knee sliding the way around the Transatlantics in 1984 at Donington Park, I've always wanted to get my knee down. But you know what the score is, don't you? To get your knee down, especially on the road, you've got to ride like Charlie Manson. And as I haven't got the bottle or the ability, I've never done it. Until today. Look at that. I got my knee down today for the first ever time, and in total safety. I was doing about 25 miles an hour, and it's because of those knee slinkers. They're brilliant, aren't they? I can't wait to get to the pub tonight and tell my mates I've had my knee down on the road. Today I was Fast Freddy.
Wayne's Warehouse this week is out on the road, and the reason for that is we're going to see our helmet is tested before you put the thing on your head. For this particular demonstration we need some equipment. Excuse me just 1 second. So there we go. Stop laughing. What are you laughing at? This is my test equipment. Just check this out. I don't need these anymore. I've had enough of that cricket like that. Okay, so we're having a bit of a laugh and a bit of fooling around. But crash helmet testing is serious business. Now, I don't for a minute expect you to hit your own helmet with a cricket bat. Thought of it brings tears to my eyes anyway. No, the manufacturers have their own way of testing helmets, just like this. Well, I don't know about you, but I didn't notice a cricket bat being used in those tests. Not to my standards, I might add. But in actual fact, to the British standards. And that's what the manufacturers are required to do. Test helmets up to the level of the British standards. 66, 58, Type A and Type B. Big numbers mean a lot. What it does mean is a helmet manufacturer has to produce the helmet to meet the requirements that these guys have set for your safety. And it's a good set of safety rules. Why not have it? A lot of people don't comply to it. A lot of people will buy illegal helmets. Now, such as Paul, the ever faithful Paul, who takes a trip to France, and in France, somebody, damn blighter, stole his helmet, and he had to buy a helmet from a shop. He bought it in France. He then rode home with this on. It's available in this country, this helmet, but not quite the same. First of all, they have reflective pieces here, stickers on them. That's probably an added thing. It's actually probably a good thing. But it doesn't comply to the requirements. There may be things in there that they didn't need to do for the French market because the French testers don't require it. It also has no British standard stamping on it. Neither does the visor have a British standard stamp on it. So it is in actual fact illegal, albeit the same as the ones you can buy here. It's a sort of grey area, that. But there's an awful lot of helmets available and they do meet British standards of approval off the shelves, so why buy those odd ones? It's not worth it. This one, for example, just to show you, it's a Levior and it has a different sticker on that you may ordinarily see in the shop. In particular, a bike shop, it has an RAC sticker on. It also complies to the British standard approval level. It also applies to the ACU motorcycle sport level sticker. Well, everything. And you can buy a helmet like that, would you believe, for as little as 80 quid. So it's pretty good that you can buy a top standard level of helmet for 80 quid. The lower standard, such as on this AGV, which is only like a £50 helmet, is Type B approval. And it's easier to notice because it's a green label. And basically the only difference is that won't be tested to quite the same degree as these fancy things. And I don't mean just impact test. That's straps, that's visibility, position, weight, loads and loads of factors that we will never get a chance to see because it's too complicated for us ignoramuses. So if I just move a few of these little helmets here to move along, we're back down to a laser again. Not dissimilar to the one that I referred to with Paul, but it has got the British standard of approval. It has got the ACU racing approval. Another pointer, if you happen to go into a shop and you see a helmet with that on, but not one of those, it doesn't mean it won't test that standard. If it is a blue label, you can have one of them. Again, you might need to see a scrutineer at a race meeting. And truth is, you only need one of them if you're going racing, not just if you're terracing around the roads. It's not required. A good standard label by the British Standard Board, 66, 58, Type A approval is all you need. Visors, they do have an approval level. They are specially designed, shatterproof, anti-scratch, all sorts. And it has a stamp here, BS 4110ZA, and that is the British Standard badge. So, we have seen it. I have done it occasionally, I do apologise. I have wore a black visor. It is illegal. Don't try and convince yourself that it is legal. There is grey areas, but it's very, very simple. If a visor hasn't got a British Standard stamp on it, it isn't to be used. So you can have a near black visor, like that, a tinted one, that can be used daytime use only. So as soon as lighting up time occurs, and that's always in your local newspapers, CFAX, wherever, that time, from that point onwards, it's illegal to use a tinted visor, even though it's got a British Standard of approval on. And then finally, something as sexy as that, a mirrored visor, again illegal. Although this particular visor, when you look through it from within your helmet, doesn't have a lot of tinting. It's not that particularly dark. That's not the point. It's illegal, it's not approved, don't wear it. And it's not just PC plod who may well do you and give you some points and slap your wrists and whatever. The fact is, if you make a claim on your insurance, having had an incident, God forbid, and you've smacked your bike up, you've damaged yourself, you've damaged somebody else, and you are making a claim of a fair few quid, if they happen to find out that you had an illegal visor or a non-approved crash helmet, I'm afraid they'll probably turn around and say, hard lines, cocker, we're not paying out. It's as simple as that. Anyway, it's drizzling a little bit here, but I could get another over in, so if you just excuse me, time to hit a few more helmets.
On Two Wheels next week, the Enfield is actually still running in Madras to Manchester, and by popular request, Dave Coates explains exactly how to do all those impressive stunts.